Good day there, everyone. This is Crapgamer, and this is Crapgamer Reviews with a video. This is actually a video review. I haven't done one of these a while, but I am starting to do them again. I'm enjoying myself. I'm having a good time, and why wouldn't I, right? It's just having a ton of fun talking about video games, and I got a chance to play the new Madden, and I have to say, it's quite the looker on Xbox Series X or PlayStation 5. And, you know, I know a lot of football fans out there are tired of Madden or think Madden is the same thing. And a lot of the times, I'll be honest, it is the same thing. But I think this is one of those times where they've actually added some incredible things into the game, and people should be relatively happy. I personally don't buy every Madden, but every, couple few years I will go and divulge and buy the new Madden game because, I enjoy those games, and I think that it's, as a football fan, it's really the only game in town, to be quite honest with you. Now, a lot of people, of course, love Madden for the multiplayer mode. You get to play with your friends and things like that. I do that occasionally, but I also very much like to play the franchise mode and kind of fiddle about and do things with my franchise. Of course, what you're seeing right now is they start you off playing, I guess, redoing the Super Bowl, so I was just kind of messing around with that. So that's what you see. Anyway, graphically speaking, this is a very impressive game, and what you're seeing is Xbox Series X footage, which absolutely looks fantastic. You could have also got the free trial via EA Play on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, obviously, but on this particular instance, it is the Xbox Series X. Obviously, a lot of people kind of looking at sports games and say it's the same thing every year. But a lot of the diehards don't really say that. A lot of them just say, well, they changed this or they changed this, and then they'll change something back. Like, that's been my knock on Madden. They'll do something cool, a cool new feature, 1 year. The next year they'll take it away, and 2 years later they'll add it back and be like, hey, we listened. It's like, why do you got to take stuff away to add stuff? It never really made any sense to me. But graphically, this is a fantastic looking game. You have multiple settings, as well as graphics settings, or you can favor frame rate, and that's what I did, obviously. And you get a very smooth presentation. The thing that I like most about this is, and if you're a franchise fan, they really renewed the focus on Madden 22's franchise. It's a huge priority to the game. The franchise is going to really enjoy a lot of content. Even on day one, it's absolutely the best franchise that I've seen on Madden in a long, long time. Is it comparable to NFL 2K, ESPN 2K5? I don't know. Look, that's like the bar for football games. So actually, the coaching management system is new. Every franchise player has direct control over their head coach, defense and offense, player personnel. It extends from basic hiring and firing decisions to the much more interesting things like the skill trees that they have, which almost makes it RPG-like. I don't know. So again, there's different things you can do with the matchups, and there's different things that you can do in terms of distributed points. Even your staff can earn some points and things like that. You can also, if you're like, say, a run-heavy team, you can focus on improving your offensive coordinator's ability to coach up pulling guards and protect the football, whereas if you have like a West Coast offense, something along those lines, you might want to like focus on like the protection and stuff like that, which I thought was really cool. You could tell right away that there's been a lot of like love and dedication put into this game, maybe because we might see ESPN or the 2K football series return, at least in arcade form, next year. So yeah, hopefully, that's something that we can see before too long. And you know what? It's very exciting to see how this is all coming along. And I got to tell you what, as far as the gameplay goes, there's a couple little hitches here and there, but this is hands down one of the best presentations I've seen. The commentary seems like it's much better. Everything seems like it's really kind of flowing in a very good way for the first time in a long time. The training was improved, and I think that, I think the sound has been improved. The character models have improved for a lot of the players as well. Like before, they were just like user-generated or kind of generic characters, and now we see that, hey, they look more realistic and things like that. There's so much to kind of talk about and so little time to really kind of cover it. I just want to say that if you're a franchise person, you're going to be extremely happy about this. There's an issue with the story engine, apparently, a franchise, which is meant to be like little narrative driven choices each week, but sometimes that doesn't work the way that it should. What I like is you can sort of get like a huge atmosphere of what's going on with the actual gameplay and things like that. So you guys might remember something like this on the NCAA football games way back then. I remember playing that on the original Xbox, where the crowd gets into it and could cause issues and stuff like that. That's sort of how this kind of plays out. Like, crowd noise gets really cranked up. There's a lot of interactions and things like that. And this could cause you to sort of mess up, and I think I really like this feature. I know it's been kind of done before, but I also think that they've done a really good job with getting this out just in time. You know what I mean? And I think everybody is going to be pretty happy with this. Of course, you're going to have some people that just think it's another roster update or whatever, but again, it's something that gamers in general are going to have to kind of look at and go, well, what's the deal with just the way that this kind of came about, and are the changes really worth it? I think that that's something that a lot of people are going to really kind of get into. This game has been absolutely, you could tell they put a lot of love and a lot of things like that into it. I know a lot of people believe that if they were to take a year off, they could maybe create an even better game. But I think, considering the pandemic and all this kind of stuff, they've done just a fantastic job. They've done really a fantastic job with it. And, that's something that really needs to be kind of commended. And I think that it really just goes to show that they are finally listening to people in terms of what they're going to be able to do with their content in this game. So good job for them. Good job for being able to kind of get that out there. This is such a big time, for football fans and stuff like that. I think that this is definitely one of those games that, they listen to the fans. They address so many issues, and franchise mode, man. I just can't wait to dive back in and just kind of enjoy everything that it has to offer. In terms of just being able to get that real football simulation. Yeah, I know there's still some issues with tweaking some of these things, but yeah, I do hope that we can see, the end result is so much better than previous years, and I'm just so happy with what it is. And it looks so real at glance. Like, if somebody's watching you play, they might think that you're actually playing or watching a football game. That's how good this game looks. So yeah, bravo to EA for getting that done. Is it really matching what Madden can do? I don't know, or what ESPN 2K5 can do. I think that really kind of is a situation that kind of we have to wait and see, how people kind of review this, how people kind of think about it. But I personally think they've done a fantastic job with it. The running game's looking good. The animations are looking good. There's a little bit of jankiness to it sometimes, but overall it's not a big issue. The throwing mechanics are good. There's still going to be some hiccups because it's a simulation game where everything has to kind of work perfectly every time, and that, there's still going to be some problems because it's a video game. But overall, I think they've done a really good job with it. And if you were to ask me, to score it, I would give it an 8.5 out of 10 and just say, hey, if you've been looking forward to a Madden and skipped a few years, pick this one up because it's well worth your money. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Rack 'em up. Crap Gamer out.